Alrighty, you thought, what? Where is he? He's been working, folks, getting ready, do a little NFL news and notes, but you can tell that fall is here. Why? Number of reasons, right? You've got cooler nights and, of course, very short days because it's starting to get dark a whole lot earlier. But another sure sign is when the great folks from the United States Postal Service, I got to tell you, folks, I dig going through the mail. I do. I love it. You know, I remember back in the day, my dad would always sit at that kitchen table going through his mail. And you could tell it was like just something that was pleasurable. He always enjoyed it. Mail came every day, Branson Heights, 10 a.m. And when he was off, he was out there getting it, chit-chatting with the mail person, whoever it was at the time, and come in and put a pot of coffee on and go through his mail. I guess the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. Here it is, though. The Kmart Toy Book 2017. You know, when I was a kid growing up, man, this time of year, the Sears catalog, Montgomery Ward's, J.C. Penney's, you couldn't wait till that catalog came with all those great toys, right? Yeah, and Kmart's still out there doing a great job. And for those who know me, you know I love Kmart. Love it, folks. And again, thanks to the great folks from the United States Postal Service. I hope you don't mind, but I have to have a sip of coffee. The first one of the day. I've been slaving over that hot computer terminal for the last few hours. Good stuff. Now, speaking of good stuff, how about the Steelers? I know everybody was saying, what's wrong with the Steelers? Well, they just simply went out, and Ben was Ben. Le'Veon Bell was the Le'Veon Bell of old, and they beat Kansas City. Le'Veon Bell rushed for 179 yards to score. Steelers over KC, 19-13. Big Ben Roethlisberger, 17 of 25, 252 yards in a score. Antonio Brown catches 155 yards in a score. His 52nd catch of his career, passing Lynn Swann for third place on the all-time Steelers list. Marcus Gilbert, who missed 3 weeks with a hamstring injury, left in the first half after aggravating it. Vince Williams left in the second half with a hip injury after picking up a couple of sacks. Some things trending late last night. I saw that Martavius Bryant was talking trade. Folks, he'll be okay. Sometimes, you know, those finicky athletes, like those of us in entertainment, I don't know. As my grandmother used to say, you just get too big for your britches, right? Well, it'll be okay. We don't want to lose that guy. He is a tremendous talent, and all will be well with Steeler Nation. I mean, that's my opinion. Steelers host the Bengals coming up Sunday. That game is now at 4:25 at Heinz Field, CBS Television, KDK TV2. We've got some other games making news from the NFL, so here we go. Connor Barth kicked a 40-yard field goal. Bears over Baltimore in overtime, 27-21. Deshaun Watson, boy, he's starting to really get into his own as far as being very comfortable in the National Football League. Only a rookie out of Clemson. He threw 3 touchdowns. Houston over Cleveland, 33-17. Carson Wentz threw 3 touchdowns. Philadelphia over Carolina, 28-23. Could it be the Steelers and Eagles in the Super Bowl? Would that be cool or what? Jay Cutler threw a pair of touchdown passes, and the Dolphins rallied from a 17-point deficit and defeated Atlanta 20-17. Coons Market Black and Gold Sunday show every week. Ted Arno walking the line, noon to 1. For all of you non-believers of Jay Cutler, I'm telling you, folks, this guy is the real deal. Going to really work out well in Miami. Aaron Rodgers, boy, I got to tell you, I hate seeing this stuff happen to a great athlete who means so much to a franchise. And I think all of us who love the NFL, we've been through it. He broke his collarbone, and he may be done for the season. Vikings over the Packers, 23-10. We'll see what happens, but the best to Aaron Rodgers, who really is a class guy and a real big part of the National Football League. Drew Brees, 2 touchdowns. New Orleans defeated Detroit 52-38. Tom Brady set a record for most regular season wins as a quarterback, 187. New England over the Jets, 24-17. Come on, folks. You got to have a lot of respect for Tom Brady. Kirk Cousins threw 2 touchdowns. Washington defeated the 49ers, 26-24. Who said Adrian Peterson was finished? Wasn't me. Adrian Peterson scored twice and rushed for 134 yards, while Larry Fitzgerald out of the University of Pittsburgh, 10 catches, 138 yards and a score. It was Arizona over Tampa Bay, 38-33. It was Pharaoh Cooper returning the opening kickoff, 103 yards. Rams over Jacksonville, 27-17. Boy, what a difference a coach makes, and a change of venue. The Rams are for real. Nick Novak kicked a 32-yard field goal on the final play of the game. LA Chargers over Oakland 17-16. Sunday night football, Eli Manning threw a touchdown. It was the Giants over Denver 23-10. Monday night football, you've got the Colts taking on the Titans. Now, Colin Kaepernick has filed a grievance against the NFL saying that they punished him, so we'll continue to follow that story for you. I do want to remind you to join me on Rob Pratte Monday night. We will not talk to you until we get to CBS Radio this evening in Greentree, but we'll be on the air at 7, as always, with the Allegheny Health Network program Medical Frontiers. Your host, the great Dr. Gerald Pfeiffer. Breast Cancer Awareness Month, the month of October. Michael Cower, a surgeon, will be on the program. Dr. William Puller, a director of breast imaging from the Allegheny Health Network, part of the Highmark Healthcare Company, also a guest. And the third doctor on the program with Dr. Pfeiffer, Mark Trombetta, who's a radiation oncologist. So please get ready to phone in. Breast cancer tonight, 866-391-1020, $20 Bank Instant Access, kdka.com. And remember, you can reach the doctors at the Allegheny Health Network by dialing 412-DOCTORS. Also on the program tonight, just some stories we're going to be talking about. A lot of open talk tonight. We're going to discuss why people inside the White House are telling the president, you know, these elections coming up, you lose the House, you could actually lose your presidency. It could be set up for some real tough times, maybe even impeachment. So interesting story there. Could that really happen if the president would lose the House as far as the Republican control there? So we're going to discuss that tonight. Also, we're going to talk about Amazon. Everybody's saying, why would Amazon want to build their second headquarters here? Hey folks, get on my bandwagon. I'm saying, why not? We have everything that iconic brand would love, and we're going to talk about that tonight. Looking forward to it with you. And also, how about oil? 3-week high continues to go up 1.2%, about 61 cents this past week, up to 52.6 cents a barrel now. So what does that all mean? It means, I think, good business for everyone, but it also, we're kind of scratching our head because there's some tension right now in the Middle East, and that could really upset everything. So we're going to talk about that a little bit tonight. And I've often said energy independence is the way to go. If we can find a way, and one of the big reasons we are so fortunate in this country, because we have great companies that deal in the business of energy, like Columbia Gas. So coming up tonight at 9 o'clock, I am honored to say on the program, Michael Huwar will be my guest. He is the president of Columbia Gas. So we'll talk about the natural gas industry and that brand new training facility here in Beaver County and why their footprint means so much. And in the background, they are the reason why my clothes are drying right now, Columbia Gas. So I absolutely love them, and I love these utilities. We'll have a chance to talk to him in the 9 o'clock hour on the disc at the 2 to Pittsburgh Newsline. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you so much for joining me in the Pratt Pack Gym. Have a great day. Good afternoon.